So for today's lesson, 오늘은 저번하고 비슷한 거지만 조금 이렇게 비슷한 걸 더해서 so we're going to do some like 심화 material. So we'll be doing the same thing like for identifying the 4 different types of writing. 4가지 종류의 이렇게 글쓰기 하는 거는 같은 연습을 조금 더 해보고 for finding the main idea, we're going to do some articles. 저번에 했던 것처럼 비슷한 연습인데 this time the materials are going to be way more challenging. And then there's going to be some fun article analysis. 되게 뭐 재밌는 여러 가지 이렇게 기사들도 읽고 토론하는 연습도 할 거니까 좀 기대해봐도 될 거는. Okay, so 한번 그러면 일단 시작하기 전에 이렇게 differentiating the 4 different types of writing 한번 연습해볼까? 한번 각자 컴퓨터에서 한번 해봐, 요거를. 한 3, 4분 정도 줄 테니까 뭐 다 끝나면 말해주면 좋고 그리고 한번 다 같이 맞춰보도록 할게. 그리고 좀 like if you need help, you can look at the like explanations below. 여기다 붙여놨으니까 요거 좀 보면서 해도 괜찮아. Okay, it seems like quite a few of you are done. So 한번 답을 맞춰보도록 할게. 그러면 첫 번째 거. An article that talks about how vegetarianism is a healthier lifestyle compared to a normal one is. 한번 이거 말해볼 사람. 요거.
argumentative.
argumentative야 요거는. something is better than something. It talks about how vegetarianism is a better thing than a normal style of life. So that makes it the argumentative writing. Okay, second one. It's a bit similar, but it's the book title, The First Day I Became a Vegetarian would most likely be 어떤 종류? 한번 유겸이가 해보자, 이거는.
저요? 두 번째가
이거.
narrative.
맞아. It's the story of how it's the story of that person's first day becoming a vegetarian. So that'll make it a narrative writing. 스토리를 얘기하는 거니까. 그리고 한번 fairy tales are 무슨 type of writing? 지원이가 한번 해보자 이건.
Narrative writing?
Yeah, narrative. Fairy tales are stories, so they are stories, so that makes it a narrative type of writing. And then an article describing the various chemical compositions of a moon rock is 한번 예승이가 해보자 이건. 무슨 type of writing?
몇 번요?
Number 4.
Number 4.
Article describing the chemical compositions.
Expository?
가깝긴 한데 요거는 descriptive writing이야.
Descriptive.
because 여기 나와 있지 describe라고. 그래서 makes it a descriptive writing. 그리고 a scholarly paper about the benefits of vegetarianism is. So who wants to say this? 한번 이거 해볼 사람. 한번 유영이가 해볼래 그러면? Okay, give me your best job.
몇 번째 하라고 했지?
다섯 번째. A scholarly paper about the benefits of vegetarianism is
잠깐만. 컴퓨터 렉이 너무 심해가지고 지금.
okay. Okay, I guess I'll do this.
소리?
맞아. It's the expository type of writing. Cause it's a scholarly paper. 학술적인 글이지 scholarly paper는 it teaches about the benefits of vegetarianism. So that makes it the expository writing. 그러면 an essay that talks about why the expensive Apollo program, the Apollo program is the moon landing program, was worth this price is 한번 예지가 해보자 이건. 무슨 type of writing인지.
Is it expository writing?
It's really close, but this one is actually a persuasive piece of writing because it talks about how like it's expensive, but why it was worth it. So it's trying to persuade people that the program was worth this price. Then a book about the history of the Apollo program is 한번 시우가 해보자.
Expository.
Yeah, it's giving information about the history of the program. So that makes it the expository piece of writing. Okay, then this one is a bit harder one, but a short paragraph that talks about the sweet fragrance of Korean apples is 한번 혜인이가 해볼래 이거? What type of writing is this?
Is it descriptive?
Yeah, it's a descriptive piece of writing. 내가 전에 mention한 것 같은데 descriptive pieces of writings use a lot of adjectives, and sweet is the adjective that describes like the fragrance. Fragrance is a smell, so because it describes the smell of Korean apples, it's a descriptive piece of writing. So nice job, guys, on this, and we'll probably be moving on to the second practice, which is analyzing the main idea from challenging pieces of writing. 되게 뭐랄까 심화적인 글에서 이걸 읽고 메인 아이디어를 유추해보는 연습할 거야. 그래서 it's okay that you guys might miss it, but then 같이 we're gonna try to like discuss it together to figure out the main idea like all together because it's like a difficult piece of writing. So then you guys will be surprised. 내가 어디서 가져왔는지 이걸 좀 알면 놀랄 거야. 한번 그러면 exercise 1부터 해보자. 저번에 했던 것처럼. So you guys can read this. I'll give you time to read this, and then we'll be figuring out what type of writing this is, and then the main idea of this paragraph. Okay? So I'll give you guys a few minutes on that. 그래서 한번 읽고 이렇게 어떤 종류의 라이팅인지 또 메인 아이디어도 한번 뭔지 한번 써보는 연습을 하자, 얘들아. 그리고 요건 this one is a bit harder. So 요거는 뭐 앞에 거하고 끝에 거 읽는 거보다 you have to focus on the 전체적인 메인 아이디어. 요거는 한번 좀 생각을 해볼 필요가 있어요. 이렇게 있어. 한번 해봐. 그리고 for some of these, 타이틀, 제목을 보는 게 좀 도움될 수도 있어, 몇몇 개는. That's the hint. Well, if you guys want to ask something like if it's vocabs or something, 뭐 궁금한 거 있으면 물어보고 또.
그 제목에 나오는 flower confidential 이 뭐예요?
Confidential is like secretive, like 기밀적인. 근데 like this is a whole book, so this paragraph probably won't like 그렇게 상관이 없을 수도 있어. 전체적인 main idea하고. 근데 just know that it's about flowers. Okay. Okay, since quite a few seem done, we'll try to 한번 뭐 어떤 타입의 라이팅이고 메인 아이디 한번 애널라이즈 하는 거 들어가 볼게. 그러면 혹시 정연이가 what type of writing is this? 한번 해줄 수 있어?
그 첫 번째 narrative writing이요.
It's a narrative writing because it tells a story. 그리고 like if you guys read it, you can probably tell that it's told from a first person's perspective, and it talks about her day. So like you can tell from that. So what is the main idea of this paragraph? 한번 예승이, do you want to go?
The main idea, I said that the author writes in a first person perspective, describing the morning life of the city.
It's a bit right, but then you might need to submit more detail. 그리고 first person은 안 얘기해도 돼. 여기서는. 한번 지원이가 그럼 you wanna give it a try?
The author is talking about what the writer did during the day.
뭐를 했는지 확실하게 한번 얘기해 볼 수 있어 한번?
They went to the flower trade to meet someone.
You're a step closer. 근데 guys, don't worry if you guys get this wrong because 내가 원래 생각한 거는 너희가 이렇게 하나씩 얘기하면서 서로 생각하고 이렇게 답에 가까워지길 바란 거여서 이거 like this is a really hard piece of writing, so it's fine if you guys might get it wrong. 한번 하늘이가 그럼 해볼래? 이거? This flowers, right there. Yeah.
아주 확실하게 다 정리가 안 되기는 했는데, to meet someone, to see someone in the flower trade, you need to get really early.
Exactly.
So
딱 맞았어. You got it right. Because it talks about how the rest of Amsterdam is like a lot of people wake up early in Amsterdam, but then it talks about like, see, it says Amsterdam was a city of late risers, but then if you want to go to the flower trade, like, so it says the fact is that if you want to go see someone in the flower trade, this is the hour at which you must rise, which is 5 a.m. So it talks about how, like, in order to meet somebody in the flower trade, you have to wake up early. So that's the main idea of this paragraph. Okay. 진짜 잘했어. 도경? Yeah.
I just say, so you mean the fact is that if you want to go to see someone in the flower trade to something like rise, you must rise, is the answer.
Sorry? Yeah, you have to wake up early to do that.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Okay, great job. 그럼 한번 let's move on to excerpt 2. So this one is a bit easier and the title is probably going to help you guys more. 한번 이것도 해보자. 근데 이건 한번 도경이가 한번 읽어볼래?
About a billion years before a sun-like star dies or stops generating energy via nuclear fusion, it becomes a red giant, growing dramatically to 100 times its original diameter. Then, as the red giant pace ends, the star blows off its outer layers, giving rise to an expanding gas cloud called the planetary nebula. The planetary nebula, in turn, swell in size and drop in density for at almost 1 million years, and exposing the remaining stellar core at its center. The core becomes a white dwarf, the most common celestial category visible in the sky. The white dwarf usually radiates its leftover heat into space of billions of years, and it slowly fades to black.
So you guys are probably like, what the heck right now? What the heck did I just read? So 되게 어려운 단어가 많아. 그래서 지금 혹시 궁금한 단어 있으면 다 물어봐봐. You can ask all the words that you guys are curious about.
The celestial category visible.
Celestial은 이렇게 우주적인, 뭐 우주에 있는 그런 거고, cadaver is actually like a word for corpse, like 시체. 그래서 I hope that helps. 더 궁금한 단어 혹시 like words that you want to know more about. Sorry, what was that?
Nebula.
Nebula is 성운이라 알아? 성운? It's like space.
네네.
Like there are clouds in space of like different like star gases and all. 혹시 그러면 like pay attention to the title well and then 그리고 궁금한 단어 있으면 like words that you don't know 그러면 물어보고 한번 what type of writing인지 또 메인 아이디어가 뭔지 한번 찾아보는 연습을 해보자. Okay? I'll give you guys a few minutes on this as well. These are really, really challenging articles, so don't be overwhelmed that much. Like, 되게 어렵고 난이도 높은 글들이야. 그래서 뭐 조금 틀린다 해도 절대 뭐 왜 틀리는 거지 그러지 말고 이렇게 말하고 있으면 이렇게 자신감 있게 한번 해보자. Hint is dying, by the way. Dead 나오고, dying 나오고, dies 나오고, fades into black. So that's death. So that's one hint. 유겸이 혹시?
저 다 끝났어요.
오케이. Nice job. 그러면 뭐 아직 안 끝난 사람도 몇 명 있는 것 같으니까 몇 분 더 줄게 일단. 한 1분 반 정도? 그리고 한번 맞춰보도록 하자. one important practice for this is like eliminating the detail. So 뭐가 디테일이고 뭐가 중요한 내용인지 이렇게 딱 잘 나눠서 볼 게 되게 중요해요. That's one really important thing. Okay, it seems like quite a few of you are done. So 한번 괜찮다면 we'll try to go over it. Okay? Is that okay with everybody? Okay. So 일단 이게 이렇게 유겸이가 딱 자신 있게 끝났어요 해줬으니까 what type of writing인지 한번 말해줄래?
Descriptive writing.
Close, but descriptive는 아니에요, 이건 조금. 정보를 주는 거야, 정보.
Expository.
Yeah, it's expository writing because it talks about like the process through which a star dies and it's giving information. So that makes it the expository type of writing. So does anybody want to guess the main idea for this paragraph? 한번 민혁이가 해볼래? If you're there.
제가요? 근데 잘을 모르겠는데 그냥 how stars die?
That's right. But then you have to 맞아. It's about how stars die. Then 조금 더 해야 돼. You need a bit more detail into it. Like not too much detail. 한번 Ain, you wanna give it a try? Yeah. 한번 자신 있게.
I don't really know. Is it the last sentence?
The last sentence is a part of it, but yeah. 그러면 I think we're getting closer and closer. So it's about how stars die, and it's about through the process which it dies. 그럼 한번 해볼 사람 이거. 지원이, you wanna give it a try?
The main idea?
Yeah.
I wrote it explains the phase of a dying star.
Yeah. 맞았어. 근데 bit more detail. 한 번 더 해볼래? Bit more detail. It's the phase, yeah. Okay, so the process through which the star dies is, 봐봐, if you look at here, it talks about the red giant phase, and then the planetary nebula phase, and then there's the white dwarf phase. So the main idea for this paragraph is, as a star dies, it goes through different phases from the order of red giant phase, planetary nebula phase, and white dwarf phase. 별이 죽으면서 그리고 and then it slowly fades to black. 그리고 마침내 죽지. So 별이 죽으면서 red giant을 거치고 그다음에 planetary nebula가 되어서 white dwarf가 됐다가 and then at the end it dies. So that's the main idea for this paragraph. So 조금 힘들 수도 있었어요 이거는. And then we'll be moving on to the second one. This one is a bit more easier. It's actually by the same author, and this one also might have some difficult words, but then I think this one is going to be more similar to 저번에 했던 거하고 더 비슷할 것 같아. 이거 같은 경우에는. 그래서 메인 아이디어 자체를 찾는 건 그렇게 어렵지 않을 거야. So 한번 anybody wants to read this? Okay, I guess I'll be reading this one. Work factor. An excerpt from the work factor. Starting with the latest measurements of the structure and spin of the Milky Way, Bailyn deduced the angular momentum of the work portion of the Milky Way's disk. He then compared that measure with the angular momentum of the Sagittarius dwarf and found for the first time, within the margins of measurement error, that the two angular momenta are identical in both quantity and direction. Such a coupling of the angular momenta of the two bodies almost never happens by chance. Usually it only takes place when the two spinning systems, like the skaters, come into contact. The coupling isn't enough to prove cause and effect by itself, but is solid circumstantial evidence that the interaction of the Sagittarius dwarf with the Milky Way created the warp in our galaxy. Okay. Angular momentum은 이렇게 in Korean it's like 회전 운동량, and it's something in physics, but then you don't really have to understand what this is. So what you have to understand is such a coupling of the angular momenta of two bodies almost never happens by chance. Usually it takes place only when the two spinning systems come into contact. 이렇게 angular momenta가 똑같은 거는 chance로 안 일어난다. 두 개가 이렇게 맞닿아야지 일어나는 일이다. 그거 정도만 알고 한번 analyze 하면 좋을 것 같아. So if you guys have any words that you guys don't know, you can ask me and 한번 연습해보자. 이것도 몇 분 줄게. 그리고 Sagittarius dwarf and the Milky Way are both galaxies. 둘 다 은하야. 그래서 you guys can, yeah, that's going to help. Sometimes it helps to use the 유카원칙 for this, like who discovered it, like what and how. Well, so you guys can use those processes as well as you guys try to deduce the main idea. Okay, since quite a few of you look like you're done, 한번 그러면 또 what type of writing인지 얘네들 뭔지 한번 let's try analyzing it. Okay. 한번 그럼 정연이가 you wanna tell me what type of writing this is?
Expository.
Oh, exactly. It's the expository piece of writing that describes a research. 어떤 연구에 대해서 설명하는 그러니까 so that makes it an expository piece of writing. So, Yuji, do you wanna try for the main idea?
Not sure, but like, is it talking about measuring the Milky Way and stuff?
Measuring the angular momentum. 맞지?
Yeah.
A bit more on that, like add a bit more on that. So they measured the angular momenta to make a certain discovery. So 한번 Shiu, you wanna give it a go?
The couple is action dwarf with a Milky Way created the warp in a galaxy.
Sorry? 한번 더 해줄 수 있어? Sorry, like we couldn't hear that.
The last sentence.
Okay, the coupling, yeah. It's solid circumstantial evidence that the interaction of the dwarf with the Milky Way created the warp in our galaxy. So yeah, that's right. If you add the two, what Yeji said and what Siu said, it becomes, well, Balin, like, through measuring the angular momentum of the Sagittarius dwarf and the Milky Way, the coupling between the two angular momenta was able to like prove that the interaction of the Sagittarius dwarf with the Milky Way galaxy created the warp in our galaxy. Oh, by the way, our galaxy is the Milky Way galaxy, and I believe Sagittarius dwarf is the closest galaxy to the Earth. So, okay.
I did different answer.
예성이 도경이, okay.
Bit different, but I say there are two directions of angular momentum and have own identity. However, it is solid circumstantial evidence that the Sagittarius star with the Milky Way create the warp in our galaxy.
So you talked about how they were the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a different answer too, but then it's also right. We talked about how the angular momentum is the same, and that same angular momentum proves that, well, it's evidence that the interaction between the two created the warp in our galaxy. But then 이걸 할 때는 you might want to exclude this part, like the coupling isn't enough to prove cause and effect by itself, because like it might seem like it's counteractive to the main idea. main idea하고 좀 반대되게 느껴질 수도 있어. What it's really saying is that 뭐 원인과 결과는 아니지만 it's solid circumstantial evidence. So it's evidence that they're related. So 이 정도만 얘기해도 that's good.
Yep.
Okay, I did add a challenge question, like, but then 이건 좀 되게 힘든 것 같거든. 그래서 like it's actually a descriptive piece of writing, and it talks about like old gloves, and then you guys have to try to find like the complex main idea from this. So 이건 좀 힘들 것 같아서 오늘 한번 skip해보고 we'll move to 9th part, which you guys all enjoy.
잠시만. Let's see.
그리고 today's articles are really interesting, so
hopefully they are. Okay. So 오늘은 우리가 저번 주에 내가 이제 수업을 했는데 저번 주 수업을 내가 거의 한국말로 진행을 했었거든. 너네 이제 한국어가 더 편한 친구들이 더 많은 것 같아서 한국말로 전체적으로 진행을 했었는데 오늘은 우리가 이제 내 수업이 more discussion based가 맞기 때문에 이제 앞으로는 우리가 comprehension을 하면서 자기 의견을 저번처럼 이제 얘기를 많이 할 건데 오늘부터는 조금 더 영어로 자기의 의견을 express 하는 걸로 하기로 했어. 왜냐면 아무리 그래도 영어 수업이기 때문에 너네가 이걸 연습할수록 너네한테 나중에 도움이 될 거라는 생각이 들어서 So now I'm going to switch to English and I think I will still call on you guys by your Korean names because that is more convenient for me. But opinion-wise, if there's anything you want to say about the articles in our discussions about the questions, then it would be preferred that you can express yourself in English. Okay. 보자. Let me see. Okay. So I know right now there are some people who were not here on Thursday's class, which was our first class. So I'm going to give you guys like a quick recap, sort of, so you can kind of catch up in a sense. So last week we read one article. We meant to read two, but we read one article about clowns and why people can be scared of them, the psychology behind why people are scared of clowns. And we started our pre-discussion in a sense, the discussion that we should have before we read the articles. And we started asking basic questions where I'm going to share my screen now so you guys can see that. All right. Okay, so last week we started asking this question: when you hear the word gossip, what do you think of? And so today we're just going to go straight into that article and we're going to read it together as well as find the main idea for the paragraphs as we go. Let's see. Okay. Before we start, does anyone have any questions? Yes, no. No questions. Okay, then we're gonna start. I am going to read the first paragraph and then I'm going to pick on people to continue reading after me. But every time we finish a paragraph, we're going to take some time to talk about what the main idea is, because I know Ricky was going over that and I think it's good practice if we continue to go over that. The main idea is either going to be a sentence that is part of the paragraph, or it's going to be something that you guys have to compose yourselves by looking at the paragraph. paragraph의 내용을 보면서 메인 아이디어가 이거 같다를 아예 어떨 때는 그냥 paragraph 안에 적혀 있거나 아니면은 이거를 읽으면서 너네가 살짝 만들어야 되는 메인 아이디어도 있기 때문에 두 가지 경우를 다 생각하면서 읽었으면 좋겠어. Okay, I'm going to read the first paragraph starting here, and this article is kind of long, so we're going to get through it as fast as we can. Okay. Gossip. All humans partake in some form, despite the age-old adage, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. People tend to think of gossip as synonymous with malicious rumors, put-downs, or the breathless spreading of a tabloid scoop. But researchers often define it more broadly as talking about people who aren't present, says Megan Robbins, an assistant professor of psychology at the University of California, Riverside. It's something that comes very naturally to us, a necessary part of conversation, information sharing, and even community building. It's not necessarily negative, adds David Ludden, professor of psychology at Georgia Gwinnett College and the author of The Psychology of Language, an Integrated Approach. It can be positive or neutral. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing because we're going to, never mind. Wait, I need to share that. Okay. Okay. Does anybody want to offer what they think the main idea for this paragraph is?
I think the main idea of this paragraph was the mentioning about the definition of gossip, but most of the people think gossip is the negative thing, but the psychologist said that It's something that comes very naturally to us. So look at the different perspective of meaning of gossip, I think.
Okay, very, very good. I think that is the main idea. Does anybody else want to add on to that what they think the main idea could be? You are allowed to, I suggest that you would use, in this case, specific quotes from the article, from this paragraph. So does anybody want to add to that? 점점 다시 침묵을 지키는 분위기로 가는구나. 알았어, 어쩔 수 없다. Let's keep going, guys. Okay, so 아까 도경이가 얘기한 것처럼, even though I said I was gonna speak in Korean, 아까 도경이가 얘기한 것처럼, the main idea right now of this paragraph is that they are mentioning they're redefining gossip, because a lot of people tend to have negative connotations. When you think of gossip, you think saying bad things about other people. They're saying gossip is not always saying bad things or talking about other people in a negative light, but saying it's just talking about people who are not there when you're talking about them. So, okay, let's go on to the next paragraph. And 누가 읽을까? 나 읽고 싶다, 한 사람. 역시나 없구나. 너네 얘들아 조금 읽어줬으면 좋겠어. 나 저번 주부터 너무 침묵은 좋은데 내가 힘들어. 응?
You pick.
I pick? Oh, great. This is okay. I'm gonna pick people. This is what I have come to. Okay, 그러면은 유겸이가 you pick 했으니까 유겸이가 읽는 걸로. 자, second paragraph 여기부터 시작을 해주세요.
Okay. Some researchers argue that gossip helped our ancestors survive. Evolutionary psychologist Robin Dunbar first suggested this idea, comparing gossip to the grooming apes engaged in as a means of bonding. Instead of picking fleas and dirt off one another to bond, Ludden explains we now talk, which is where gossip comes in, because chit-chat is mostly talking about other people and communicating social information.
Thank you very much. Okay, main idea of this paragraph. We're going to proceed faster, and I cannot wait right now because we have 2 articles we need to get through, and 너네가 대답을 할 때까지 기다리면은 우리 여기 평생 앉아 있을 수 있어. 그렇기 때문에 main idea를 let's see. 지원이가 한번 얘기를 해볼까?
I thought like the main idea would be the first and last sentence. So like the part where like chit chat is mostly talking about other people and communicating social information for bonding, and it helped our ancestors to survive.
Okay. I think that 방금 지원이가 얘기한 게 main idea 일부분인 것 같아. That is the part of the main idea, but there's also another part that I am looking for. Does anyone think 나 안다. 이거 지원이가 이제 1부를 해줬으니까 나는 2부를 내가 완성시킬 수 있다. 한 사람. 너네가 못한다고 생각해도 나는 너네를 뽑을 거야. 그렇기 때문에 지금 말을 하거나 둘 중에 하나. Okay, 유겸이 좋아. What is your second part that you are?
I think that this person is saying that instead of like grooming each other and communicating with actions, gossip actually helped them more, and it gave more like an effect of them interacting, and they better like understand each other that way.
Okay.
Instead of like actions without words.
Okay, I like how you use the text. Just so I think that both of you mentioned a part of the main idea that is important to the main idea, but what I thought was essential. The main idea of this paragraph right now is that they said comparing gossip to the grooming apes engage in as a means of bonding. So they're saying gossip is not just communication or talking about people in a bad way. It's saying that gossip was what used to be a way of forming community for people before anything else started. 너네도 이제 그런 거 있잖아. 처음에 누구를 만나서 친해지는 방법이 뭐야? 얘기를 하는 거잖아. 그래서 그런 거를 이제 convey 하는 거지. 원숭이들이 어떻게 친해졌다? 서로 가서 이제 등에서 벌레 뜯어주면서 친해졌다 이거야. 근데 너네는 서로 막 등에서 벌레 뜯어주면서 친해지지 않잖아. That's not what we do in the civilized 21st century. You talk to people. So that's what they're saying. They're saying gossip was a means of bonding. That's how you make friends. Okay. Third paragraph. 누가 읽어볼까? 예승이가 읽어볼까?
Some scholars view gossip as evidence of cultural learning, offering teachable moments and providing people examples of what's socially acceptable and what's not. For example, if there's someone who cheats a lot in a community or a social circle, and people start to talk about the person in a negative way, says Robbins, the collective judgment should warn others to the consequences of cheating. And as we're near inevitably trickles back to the source of said gossip, it can serve to keep people in check, morally speaking, Robbins add.
Thank you. Okay, right now, we're going to do the same thing that we did for all the other paragraphs. We're looking for the main idea, but right now I'm looking for a certain sentence in this paragraph that I think conveys the main idea. I'm going to give you guys a moment to look for it, and then it's going to be random picking because that is what I have resorted to.
I think I found.
왜 찾았어?
네.
찾았으면 응?
I'm not sure, but
그러면 도영이가 찾았다고 생각하는 부분을 얘기를 해봐. 그러면 틀려도 괜찮아. 틀려도 괜찮으니까 얘기를 해봐 일단.
it can serve to keep people in check, morally speaking. Robbins add. 그러니까 Robbins add 안에 그 what the Robbins add is 포함된 상황에서.
Oh, 완벽해. That is exactly the sentence that I was thinking of. So we can see that the main idea of this paragraph is saying when people gossip, and they usually gossip and have negative connotations towards actions that can be harmful to other people, right? 그러니까 우리가 얘기를 할 때 어떤 거에 대해 나쁘게 얘기해? 우리가 봤을 때 이거는 아닌 것 같다라고 생각하는 행동이나 그런 사람들에 대해 얘기를 하잖아? 그럼 이제 그런 얘기를 그 사람이 다시 듣게 되면은 gossip이 물론 우리가 뒤에서 얘기하면 뒷담화도 되지만 이게 돌고 돌기 때문에 사람이 원래 소문이라는 건 돌고 도는 거기 때문에 그거를 그 사람이 다시 들으면은 아 내가 했던 행동이 객관적으로 봤을 때 잘못된 거구나. 많은 사람들이 봤을 때 안 좋게 볼 수 있는 행동이었구나를 배울 수 있다 이거야. Okay. Last paragraph, finding main ideas, and then we can talk about discussion. Okay. 자, 마지막을 paragraph를 하늘이가 읽어볼까?
Gossiping also says something about the relationship people have with each other. In order to gossip, you need to feel close to people, says Stacy Torres, assistant professor of sociology at the University of California, San Francisco, who has studied gossip in older adults. There is an intimacy to sharing experiences and feeling like you're on the same page about others, she points out. Torres' research has found that gossip can hold off loneliness, while other students have found it can help create bonding and closeness and serve as a form of entertainment. So keep on talking. And when your conversation turns to gossip, as it inevitably will, remember that some good can come of it, with the right intentions, of course.
Thank you. Okay, last main idea that we're going to look for the next 20 minutes. You guys won't have to look for main ideas. So one more main idea that we're going to look for. Is there anybody who wants to offer to find the main idea for us? I think this paragraph's main idea is something more of a combined main idea rather than a single sentence that I can place my finger on. So it's more of a deduction that you have to make from looking at the paragraph. Okay, 10 more seconds, and then I'm gonna pick on somebody. Five, four, three, two, and one. 정연이가 한번 얘기를 해볼까? Main idea.
I'm not sure, but gossip can be a positive thing in some way. Yeah.
I think. Okay, I think that's the main. That is part of the main idea, but it's a much more vaster context than I was looking for. Is there anybody who wants to add on to what Chongyeon just said?
Can I try?
Yes, yes, yes.
Is it that gossiping can help create bonding and closeness and serve as a form of entertainment?
Yes. That is very well put, and I think that is what I was looking for as well. So thank you, both of you, for finding the main idea. Okay, now I'm going to, it's the part that you guys actually enjoy, the not reading the article part. Okay, so 우리가 방금 이제 article을 읽었지? We talked about gossiping, and we read about gossiping, and now we're going to talk again about gossiping. Okay. So 우리가 article을 읽으면서 이제 여러 가지 there were explanations offered for why people gossip and how it can be used in different social situations. So the question that I'm going to ask you guys, and I want you to, as you answer this, I want you to implement part of the article as you talk about it. Personal opinion as well, but 내가 물어볼 질문들에 대답을 하면서 이 article에서 나왔던 내용을 생각을 하면서 대답을 해줬으면 해. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is, can gossip be good or can it be justified? 끄덕끄덕만 하면은 나는 너네 생각을 읽을 수가 없어. 말을 해줘, 얘들아.
질문 한 번만 다시.
질문 is, can gossip be good or justified?
Yes, it can.
Oh, would you like to elaborate on why you think that?
Like in some situations, people like gossip about you, like for good things in a good way. Like if you're not close to the person you're talking about, it's like hard to approach them and say, "Oh my God, you're so nice," something like that. So instead of feeling like the burden or like, you know, being all shy and everything, you can just like tell other people about it. So I think gossip can be good and also can be justified, because once you know somebody is talking about you, then you can like approach that person in different ways, like, and how you want to solve that thing, whether it's negative or not. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. I like that you took it from a perspective where we're talking about gossip in a more positive light than in a negative light. Hold up. Okay. Now, does anybody else want to offer their opinion on whether gossip can be? 도경이 손 들었어? Yes.
I think first of all, I think the perspective is made by their own environment. But from my perspective, which also means from my environment, I never had like some experience that the gossip had good time, makes a good situation or makes a better situation. And also, I always saw the situation that the gossip made the situation bigger. The reason everyone's saying that gossip makes the situation bigger is that the gossip, I also think that gossip is the lying. Like the lying from the front of that person, saying like good things to that person, but from the back saying the different thing, which means also lie. So I think that's the bad thing. And can't be justified.
Okay. I like that we're having two voices speak on both perspectives. One is saying that it can be justified, the other saying that it can't. And I think both of you guys have very valid reasons for saying that it can or cannot be justified. But we would talk more about this, except it's 8 o'clock and we have 30 minutes to talk to read the next article, and we have to get the discussion started. So today's next topic is something that 저번 주에 도경이가 하자고 했었던 아이디어나 이제 주제였죠. 그래서 이제 도경이가 너무 쑥스러워하지 말고 저번 주에 네가 굉장히 열심히 해달라 해서 우리가 선착순으로 뽑는 거기 때문에 제일 먼저 말하는 사람 토픽을 우리가 뽑은 것뿐이야. So 오늘의 second topic is about relationships, which I think is kind of self-explanatory, but we're going to, let's go right into our pre-discussion. And 나는 지금 웃고 싶지만 안 웃을 거다 하는 사람들은 that is up to you. We're going to discuss it anyways. Okay. 봅시다. First, before we start, 그러면은 솔직히 이게 약간 내가 봤을 때는 부담스러운 토픽일 수 있을 것 같아. 그럼 가볍게 시작을 합시다. 가볍게 시작한다. 나는 예를 들어서 나는 막 남자친구 여자친구 사귈 때 이것부터 본다. 얘기할 사람. 한국말로 얘기해도 돼. 이거는 자기의 그런 개인적인 의견인데 막 영어로 표현이 안 돼. 그 뭔가 있어. 그러면은 이제 얘기를 해봐.
케미?
응?
케미?
I can't say anything.
와우, 오케이. 나 유경이 되게 당돌한데 딱 시작부터 케미? 오케이, chemistry. 나는
지금
chemistry.
아무 말도 할 수 없습니다.
응?
아무 말도 할 수 없습니다.
아무 말도 할 수 없어. 네가 멘션한 토픽인데 도경이 네가 제일 열심히 얘기해야 되는 거 아닌가? 자, 점점 이제 애들이 막 얼굴이 빨개진다. 얘들아, 너네가 하자고 한 토픽이어서 하는 거야.
I mean, he's the one who needs, like, you know, tips about dating.
Oh, okay. Okay, Heather's like calling people out now. All right. 자, 도경이랑
알 사람은 알 거라고 생각합니다.
알 사람은 알 거다.
아니 그게 아니라
지원이
제가 왜 이러는지
절레절레
알 사람은
하는데
알 거라고 생각합니다.
지원이 절레절레하고 이제 애들 다 막 딴 데 보고 자, 아티클 읽을까? 그러면은 너네가 할 말, 나는 더 할 말이 있다. 나는 뭐 케미스트리 말고도 나는 보는 뭐 X factor 있다. 지금 speak now or forever hold your peace. 성격 중요하죠. 자, 다들 되게 쑥스러워한다 얘들. Okay, guys, we're gonna start reading the article now because we need to make discussion. But before we read the article, I want you to think about this question because the article that we're reading today is about soulmates. 그래서 그런 거를 생각을 해봤으면 좋겠어. 나는 있다고 이제 이게 의견이 갈릴 거야. There's gonna be people who believe in soulmates. 나는 믿는다. 저기 어딘가에 나의 운명의 상대가 있다. 이거를 믿는 사람도 있을 거고 한 다음에 또 나처럼 이제 조금 그런 거 없다. 그냥 만나다 보면은 뭐 계속 만나는 거고 그런 거다라고 할 수 있는 사람들이 있기 때문에 오늘 아티클을 읽고 나서 이런 걸 디스커스를 할 거기 때문에 I want you guys to keep that question in mind as we read through this. Do you believe in soulmates? Is that a thing that you think is valid? All right, we are going to start. Let's share it. 자, 우리 읽을 건데, 자, 열심히 동엽이부터 읽어볼까? First paragraph.
Yeah. Hollywood romance novels picture perfect depictions of relationships on social media. It's all too easy to believe in soulmates. But while nearly 2/3 of American adults believe in them, according to a 2017 Monmouth University psychology professor Gary W. Lewandowski Jr. says the term soulmate can be dangerous. It cannot perfectionism and perfection in relationship is essentially unattainable. If you believe in soulmates, then you are less likely to work through problems because this person was supposed to be perfect and everything was supposed to be easy. He says, but being able to confront conflict as a couple is imperative to growing a healthy relationship.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Main idea of this paragraph. Does anybody want to offer what they think is the main idea?
I think it says like people take the term soulmate too easily, and like they don't weigh the differences or like what might come out of it if they believe in it or like if it happens. Like most people think when they're like, you know, they have their soulmates and stuff, it's like you're supposed to just like click together and everything has to be like perfect and no problems. You can be like carefree and you two like go well with each other, but then it's actually not.
Okay, I think that's pretty much the main idea. So thank you for summing that up very, very more eloquently than I could have done. We are going to go through the second paragraph now that we've got the grasp of what we're going to be talking about. Second paragraph. 누가 혜인이가 읽어볼까?
When people are searching for their soulmate, they can end up on a never-ending quest, says Ramandi Durvasula, a psychologist based in California. If you believe in soulmates, it's easy to think that you need someone else to complete you. But a relationship should always be an enhancement rather than a necessity, she says.
Thank you for reading that paragraph. I think the main idea for this one is clearly kind of stated inside the paragraph itself. Does anybody want to find that main idea and offer it for the rest of the class? If this continues, I'm going to pick on somebody, guys. You guys always make me pick on people. 도경이, is there something that you are thinking of? Is there
the main idea?
Yes, the main idea.
I think according to the Ramani Durvasula psychologist, but the relationship easy to think that also that you need someone else to complete you, but the relationship should always be an enchantment.
Mm-hmm. That's the sentence I was thinking of, so thank you. Okay, so now we have two main ideas that we have summed up from the last two paragraphs, and we have a couple more paragraphs to go through. Okay, 3 paragraphs. Okay, these next paragraphs are kind of long. I'm going to read one of them, and then we're going to divide the last 2 among some people that I will probably pick again because no one is offering to read. Okay. Jotting down the qualities you're looking for in someone can help you hone in on the right partner, says Dervasula. Looking for particular qualities instead of a vague idea, like a soulmate, allows you to be more specific about what you want. Try writing down the traits that are most important to you. It can cause you to take a step back and say, is this really me, or is this someone else, says Dervasula. The process can become an exercise of self-exploration, she says. Focus more on personality traits and ideologies, which generally matter more than factors such as where someone works or what their interests are, she says. Dervasula notes qualities like kindness, compassion, consistency, loyalty, and openness as examples of the kind of traits to jot down. Then add objective traits like a person's ethnicity or religion to your list if they're integral to your search for a partner, she says. Check back with your list not just once you find a partner, but as your relationship progresses, Lewandowski says. This way you can keep track of how your partner stacks up to the characteristics you were looking for. Is there anybody? I think this one is kind of easier because it's becoming more expository in a sense. Who would like to offer main idea? 나 알겠다.
I think I found, but I want some other people to try.
Okay. 그러면 예승이가 한번 얘기해볼까? 메인 아이디어.
I think that the author is trying to give an offer to the reader, like to think about more specific traits rather than like the big vague idea of what they want their soulmate to be.
Very, very good. I think that you summed up this very large hunk of words down. So that is very good. I think that is the main idea. The author is offering to us a kind of 이제 방법을 주는 거지. 우리가 이제 찾는 파트너에서 이런 거를 찾아봐라 하면서 이제 they're giving us kind of directions on what you should do. Okay. Next paragraph is 민혁이가 읽어볼까?
가요?
너요.
Looking to those closest to you is the best way to find realistic and honest relationship goals, according to Bensula. A relationship doesn't happen on Instagram, she says. Seek out a variety of real-life couples you know well, friends or family, and ask yourself what qualities you admire in those relationships. Try to pick up on the negatives too. 이거 어떻게 읽지?
그냥 그래. 사실 나도 저건 어떻게 발음하는지 몰라. 창작의 자유를 줄게.
If you don't like the way one partner is always putting another down, make a mental note of that. And if you're close enough with someone, ask the person what makes his or her relationship work. Or if someone is discovered, what ultimately caused it to end. I think we always want to ask people in happy relationships. But the real goal is in the people whose relationships ended at high stakes, said to Bensula.
Very, very good. Thank you. 자, 우리가 이제 시간을 단축하기 위해 I'm going to give you guys a couple moments to think about the main idea of this paragraph that we just read. And then I'm going to pick on somebody because that is my thing now. I'm going to pick on someone. Take a few moments to read through and reflect. Okay, I hope that was enough time. I don't know, but 틀려도 괜찮으니까. Let's see. 예지가 한번 얘기해 볼까? Main idea.
잘 모르겠는데, I think the main idea is thinking if the couple has a negative or positive relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and trying to like take a note of it.
Very, very good. You mentioned looking at the more negative aspects of couples, whether it's your relationship or other people's relationships, and taking note of that, which is the main idea of this paragraph. So thank you, thank you. Okay. Last paragraph, guys. And 누가 읽을까? 보자. 정연이가 한번 읽어볼까? 마지막 paragraph.
Being in a committed, healthy relationship starts with focusing on yourself. Sometimes I worry that when a person is on the search for a soulmate, they are trying to fill an emptiness inside of them, says Vasula. Spending time working on yourself, whether that's in your career, personal life, or simply who you are as a person, can prime you for a relationship, she says. Nothing that the best time to find someone is when you're 100% content with who you are. Being with someone else won't fill that void, no matter how great the person is, she says. You want someone who values your growth as an individual and as a couple, since both are crucial components of a healthy partnership, says Vasula.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I almost went ahead of myself, but we have to find the main idea. Okay, I'm gonna give a few more moments to think about the main idea of this paragraph, and then I'm going to have somebody point it out for us. Let's see. Give you a minute to think. 혜인이가 한번 main idea 얘기를 해볼까?
The main idea is having to focus on yourself also.
You want to elaborate more on that? I think that is the main idea, but it's a vast perspective on the main idea. Oh, you get me?
Yeah, so I think like this part is saying that no one and nothing can fill the void of self-development and character building. So like even if you want a relationship, like even if you like expect it to fill that, you know, emptiness inside, or you know, that person could solve your own problems, but then this person is reminding us that it's not going to happen that way.
Okay,
And
very. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Did you want to say something more?
No, I think that's
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you for summing that up. I think you pointed out all the important parts that we were looking for in a main idea. So thank you. All right, we are going to go to after reading, and I'm going to stop sharing because it's time for you guys to think. 자, 이제 article을 읽었지 우리가, and we had a lot of different main ideas in different paragraphs that talked about instructions, about yourself, about relationships. So, because we are discussing the article at hand, today's big question that I want you guys to think about and discuss right now is, what is your biggest takeaway from this article? 내가 이거를 읽기 전과 후에 나의 달라진 나의 가장 큰 생각, 내가 전에 이제 이런 토픽에 대해 생각했던 거랑 이거를 아티클을 읽고 나서 이런 생각이 달라졌거나 이런 걸 배웠다 하는 거를 조금 나눠줬으면 좋겠어.
그냥 원래 저랑 생각한 거랑 똑같아서 별 뭐라 해야 되지?
오.
저도 원래 소울메이트가 없다고 생각하거든요. 왜냐면은 그러니까 soulmate라는 거 자체가 so in English I think there's no soulmate because the reason is the soulmate means same as destiny. But then I'm Christian and I believe that there is no destiny and and we're making our own future. And whether there will be some choices that you're gonna make it, but you chose the right one, or the way that you can go with that your like girlfriend or like that, then I think so there's no soulmate, and there is just the way we can choose the future. Yeah, that's all.
I like that you invoked the article as well as personal opinion, and it's interesting. We're having different perspectives. Is there anyone who wants to add on to that? Or 나는 다르다. 나는 이거를 읽었는데 나는 그래도 I still believe in soulmates. 있어? There's
Personally, it's like a question. I wasn't sure about like the 기준 of like soulmates. Like,
I think that is also very personally defined. 그러니까 우리가 생각하는 지금 이 article에서 soulmate의 기준은 이 article에서 아까 보면 it references that it's maybe dangerous to believe in soulmates because you can believe that it's a perfect match that doesn't require effort, right? That is what the article suggests to us. So if you were looking at this article standards, you would say, oh, soulmate is somebody who 아까 유겸이가 얘기한 것처럼 it's a perfect match. There's someone you just 딱 맞는데 you just click. Everything is supposed to like sha-la-la-la-la, and then like it all works out, and then like fireworks and cupcakes and you get married, like that kind of stuff. So, but I think that is personally defined. soulmate이라는 개념이 이제 쉽게 말하자면 운명의 상대? 막 이런 거지. 결국에는 막 돌고 돌아서 운명의 결국에는 이 사람 만나게 될 거였어. 이렇게 생각할 수 있는 거고, 또 아르코에서 얘기한 것처럼 아니면 그냥 나랑 굉장히 잘 맞는 사람? 이런 거일 수도 있는 거고. I don't know if this is sufficient enough to answer your question. Okay. 너네한테 조금 슬픈 소식이 있다면 오늘 숙제가 있어. 숙제가 있어. 도현이 되게 슬퍼 보인다. 숙제가 있는데 오늘 우리가 이제 오늘은 시간이 저번만큼 이제 많지 않기 때문에 we are going to have you guys offer your opinions and kind of discussion questions in a written form as well. So we have made 4 discussion questions that you can think about and answer. The minimum of questions you can answer is 1, not 0. You cannot turn in your document blank because no, that's not a thing. And so besides that, there's a lot of things that the discussion questions will cover. 근데 그거 말고 지금은 이제 article 읽었으니까 너네가 생각하고 이제 아까 도경이 같은 경우에는 그렇게 얘기했지. 이미 이 article이 내가 생각하고 있던 거랑 다 일치를 해서 딱히 특별히 막 테이크어웨이가 없었다 한 친구도 있었지만 혹시 나는 이런 점이 흥미로웠다, interesting 했다 아니면은 나는 이런 게 배울 만한 점이라고 생각을 한다 라는 친구 있을까?
Anyone want to disagree with me?
That is not the point of discussion, guys. The point of discussion is not debate. It's offering your free opinion.
Anyone have idea?
You're not challenging 도경이. You guys are just expressing your opinions, guys. This is a free forum.
I feel too much virtue. I'm the only one who's talking about.
Does anybody else want to share their opinion to maybe 도경이의 부담을 덜어줄 사람?
I can. So, for me, I actually, usually I like 뭐라 했지 그 웹툰이나 막 웹소설, like 그런 거 읽으면서 막 그런 커플들만 보다가 이제 여기서 이제 좀 진짜 실제 커플들을 만나서 그런 실제로 그런 걸 보면 또 도움이 될 거라고 하는 거 그런 건 이제 또 되게 새로웠고 이제 생각 못한 점이었기 때문에 그런 건 배울 수 있었던 것 같아요.
It's good. It's good that you're taking away from the article. Okay, let us see. 자, 너네가 침묵을 굉장히 좋아하지만 I know you guys are like really like silence is your thing. But discussion-wise, silence is not my thing. So you have to speak. We're gonna do the Hunger Games thing again, where 도경이랑 유겸이 빼고 이제 한 명씩 골라가면서 부를 거야. 나 오늘 아직까지 입을 자발적으로 열지 않았으면은 here we go. You have 4 minutes to express your opinion. So 자, 한 명씩 가는 수가 있습니다. 나는 먼저 내가 부르기 전에 나는 먼저 자유의지를 가지고 opinion express 하고 싶다. Wow, a whopping total of. 너는 저번 주부터 도경아 민혁이랑 예승이 되게 좋아한다. 근데 오늘은 그러면 그래. Honorable mention 우리 민혁이부터 얘기를 해볼까?
오늘 유영이가 한마디도 안 한 것 같은데.
형이는 지금 내가 알기로는 마이크에 문제가 있어서 우리가 부르지 않아.
부럽다.
Wow, so honest. Okay. Express your opinion, please.
여기 첩자가 있었네. 근데 질문이 뭐였죠?
Whoa, guys. We are not shaming people in this classroom, okay? The question was, what is your biggest takeaway from this article?
딱히 없는데 그냥 그런 거에 관심도 없고 no idea.
Okay. Wow. So we have a lot of more 상남자 styles here today. 나는 관심이 없다. Okay. 나는 관심이 없어도 나는 article 읽으면서 배운 점이 있었다. 할 사람? 없구나. 알았어. 아, 너네가 말을 어차피 너네 이제 물론 it's confidential of course, but your written homework, I will be grading your written homework, so I'm just putting that out there. There's no shame in this classroom. I'm not judging you, so and we should not be judging other people. No laughing, guys, okay? You don't laugh at other people's opinions. But 그러면 오늘 이제 30분이 됐으니까 애들이 다 막 힘들지? 나도 힘들어 사실. 30분 됐으니까. 응?
힘듭니다.
솔직하네. 나도 힘들어. 자, 30분 됐으니까. 응?
얘들아.
성현이 한마디 하고 싶어.
내가 아까 말해주는 거 까먹었는데 아까 읽었던 아티클 다 진짜 ACT 시험에서 따온 거거든?
시험이요?
ACT라고 미국 수능 있어. 거기서 따온 거기 때문에 힘든 걸 읽었으니까 이제 좀 you guys can like 뭐 자기를 좀 칭찬해줘도 돼. 그 힘든 거니까. 그래서 뭐 되게 수고했어.
네. 수고했습니다.
수고했어. 다음에 보자. Hopefully.
안녕히 계십시오.
안녕.
네.
안녕히 계세요.
안녕히
계세요.
너희 남아서 회의하고 싶니?
아닙니다. 안녕히 계세요.
예이.
Not right now. Bye.